They're walking toward you, smiling. They know your name. They remember the last conversation, and you're standing there, searching, scanning, reaching for something that should be there. Their face is right there, but the name is already gone, and the shame hits. That sinking feeling when you realize you've met this person before, maybe twice, maybe 5 times, and their name is nowhere inside you. Like it was never there, like they were never there, so you cover it. I'm so bad with names. You laugh, they laugh, but this isn't occasional. This is every time, every introduction, every person. Gone. You've watched other people do it. Walk into a room and remember everyone. Names, details, stories. And you wonder, why no one leaves a mark on you? Why faces blur? Why names dissolve? Why you can be looking directly at someone and still not hold them? What is wrong with you? Is it your memory? Is it your brain? There's a reason names don't stick. And it's not because you're broken. It's because your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Filtering, prioritizing, protecting. But in the process, it's erasing people, subscribed to voices of the forgotten, where human behavior is explained, where patterns, emotions, and hidden motives finally come to light. If you've ever forgotten someone's name seconds after hearing it, this one is for you. It started before you noticed. Your brain was already full of things that had nothing to do with the person standing in front of you. Worries, plans, replays, fears, and when someone spoke their name to you, your mind had no room left to hold it. The name knocked on the door, but every room inside you was already full. Maybe it was too many names at once. Too many faces, too many sounds that blurred together. When names sound alike, the brain doesn't file them separately. It stacks them, and stacked names become no names. As you got older, the noise only got louder. Work, bills, responsibilities, and introductions? Introductions became background noise. Something happening on the surface, while the real processing happened underneath. You weren't listening to them. You were listening to yourself. ... Am I making eye contact? What do I say next? Are they judging me? And the name? The name was the first casualty. But the forgetting isn't just about being busy. There's something your brain has been doing automatically, without your permission, without your awareness. Psychology calls the first one cognitive overload. The busy brain. Your brain can only process so much at once. And in the modern world, your mind is never empty. When someone says their name in the middle of all that noise, it's like whispering in a hurricane. Your ears received it, but your brain was too full to catch it. The second is stress-induced memory suppression. When you're anxious, cortisol floods the system, and the hippocampus, the part responsible for forming new memories, gets shut down, not damaged, suppressed. So the name enters a brain that has closed its filing system. Your body decided surviving the moment was more important than remembering the person in it. The third is retrieval failure. The name is in there, somewhere, but it was filed without a label, without a connection, without a hook. You can see their face, hear their voice, remember what they were wearing, but the name is locked behind a door you don't have the key for, because it was stored without context, and without context, retrieval becomes impossible. And the deepest one is encoding failure. Your brain has a system for storing information. It receives it, processes it, connects it to something meaningful. But when there's no emotional connection, no strong context, the name never gets encoded at all. It's not that you forgot. Your brain never saved it in the first place. The person said their name, and your brain said, not important enough to keep. You've had people stop trying with you, not because you did something wrong, because you did nothing. They remembered you, you forgot them, and after enough times, they stopped offering themselves. Because why would someone keep giving you something you keep throwing away? You didn't just forget names, you forgot people. And people eventually forget you back. You don't forget their names because your memory is bad. You forget because you were never still enough to let them in. Your brain was too busy. Your focus was too scattered. Your stress was too high. Your context was too weak. And the result? People became background noise. Faces became wallpaper. Names became sounds that dissolve before they land. Not because you don't care, because your mind never created the conditions for caring to happen. And you're not the only one. Someone watching this just came from a conversation where they blanked. Someone just avoided a person in public. Someone is sitting with a phone full of strangers, wondering when connection became this hard. You've been saying I'm bad with names your whole life, like it's a trait, like it's wired in. But it was never about names. It was about presence. And you haven't been present in longer than you can remember. The fog was never around other people. It was around you, built from years of busyness, years of stress, years of scattered focus, and every name that vanished was just proof of how unavailable you've been. Not to them, to the moment, to the present, to the person standing right in front of you, offering the first thing any human being can offer. Their name. If this explains something you've been living, subscribe to Voices of the Mind. Like this if you've ever blanked on someone's name and felt the shame in your chest. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Their face is still right there, and the name might still be gone. But now you know why. It was never because something is wrong with you. It was because your brain was doing its job, filtering, prioritizing, protecting you from overload. Your mind wasn't broken. It was full of stress you carried without complaining, full of thoughts you never got a break from, full of a life that demanded so much of your attention. There was nothing left for the person standing in front of you. That's not a character flaw. That's a brain running on empty, trying to keep you alive. And the fact that you're here right now, listening to this, wondering why you do what you do, that means something. Because people who don't care don't ask why. You asked why. And now you know. You were never bad with names. You were just never told that a mind this full was always going to let something fall, and names were the first thing to go. Not because people don't matter to you, but because your brain chose survival over connection every single time. And it did that to protect you. This is Voices of the Mind, where human behavior is explained, where patterns, emotions, and hidden motives finally come to light.